Dave, I know ahead of the game we talked about Emmett playing here at a stadium, of course, having gone to Boston College, the excitement. How did you see him just settle into this one and really get things going?
You know, it was good early. Then I think he got into a little bit of I think that first at bat, you know, Duran got his pitch count up in that first at bat, and then the stress, I think, in the second or third inning. But it was good to see him, you know, that fourth and fifth inning, be efficient, get through that, and shorten the game for us. And I thought he managed his emotions really well, competed really well, and made pitches when he needed to. And I thought the slider was better than it was his last turn. So. You know, he gave us everything we needed, and, you know, we needed every bit of it.
You guys often talk about how it's important to kind of get things started on a high note. To see this group play a complete baseball game, the pitching, the defense, the offense all coming together, how important is that just to set the tone for a long road trip like this one?
It was good. It was good. I thought the pitching, the defense, the at-bats, Teo obviously had a huge at-bat. I thought, you know, in the beginning part of the game, I thought Teo, Andy taking their walks, really good. Some two-strike hitting was really good, and so yeah. And even in the ninth inning, I thought that play that Tommy made was a really underrated play, tough play, big spot, and it was good to get Ben out there and get him a save.
Building that inning against Bayo, and even like later on that inning, like doing the double steals, that just kind of byproduct of like where her lineups kind
of. No, that was a miscommunication on my part. You know, that was just a miscommunication on my part. So. I'll wear that one. That was a situation where I didn't want him running, but I didn't communicate that well enough.
Did this feel just like another night where the offense is kind of continuing to round back into the form you guys have been expecting?
Yeah, you know what, I think, yes. I think that situationally we were good. I thought we did a good job building innings. Like I said earlier, we took some good walks, spoiled some good pitches, and, you know, Bayo's one of their guys. So, yeah, it is getting back to, you know, what we need. Even Miggy Rowe at the bottom, I think he's taken really good at bats, you know, in the last couple of weeks too.
How much does it help that like Andy and Teo are kind of looking more like themselves in the middle of the order?
It's certainly helpful. You know, I think that they're just taking better bats, and you know, Andy, even the two-strike double in that first at bat, I thought was a good piece hitting, and then Teo to take a walk, which was big, walk in a run, I think it was. But yeah, really good, and after the strikeout, to come back and hit a homer. Was really good. But yeah, having those two guys in the middle of or doing what they're doing makes life a lot easier for all of us.
You talked about the injuries creating opportunities. You created opportunities in the bullpen tonight. How did you like what you saw from that foursome?
I liked it. You know, I thought getting a chance to get Banda in there to get him on some lefties, I thought was great. I felt that he did what he needed to do. You know, going 1+, and then I just felt that, you know, with his pitch count up the inning prior, I felt that we didn't want to create anything with Wong at the bottom of the order. So Henriquez coming in there did a nice job. He'll be available tomorrow, and then, yeah, I mean, Alex in the meat of the order really looked sharp again, and I think for me it's, you know, with Kirby's usage recently. I wanted to give him 2 days to sort of reset to get back tomorrow, which we did that. And I want to get Caspi back out there. And, you know, I know it wasn't clean, but it was good to see some soft contact and him get through it. And I thought, you know, given how his last outing was, he passed a big test, and that was good. That was good for him.
Alex, how valuable has he been, just considering, I know we've talked about the injuries, but just to have him as a really solid, super high leverage guy right now?
It's great. You know, he's a guy that I feel that he trusts me in the sense of whatever role that we put him in. He's up to the task, gets lefties, righties out. He's done up, downs. He's come into big spots to be the fireman. And just to kind of have a guy that's been through it, and to solidify some things that we've got going on in the pen has been big. But I think for Alex, it's just a lot of unselfishness, preparedness, and certainly the performance is there.
Hey, Oscar, you seem to be very, very good at baseball here. Of course, we saw the home run today. Tell me why? What is it like playing here?
I don't know. You know, the atmosphere here is really good. I like when the fans get into the game. Obviously, we got a lot of fans from LA, The Boston fans, they're really good. You know, this is why this is one of my favorite places to play. You know, it's just like it gets me excited and takes everything out of me.
You had a multi-hit game the other day, the home run against Akel today off that second pitch. One, what were you looking for? And two, do you feel like something's starting to get going for you offensively?
Yeah, my timing is getting close to be as good as I want. Now I'm not missing a lot of pitches in the strike zone. I'm putting it in play. So that's what I'm looking for. And, you know, just trying to get as many pitches in the strike zone and just try to put a good swing on it.
It's no secret you guys have been looking to get things going as a group. For this win, a complete win, what did you see from the pitching, the defense, the offense, and even how this game was closed out?
You know, it takes a little bit of everything. We did put some good at-bats today, a lot of walks, a lot of two-strike hits. And when the situation comes, we get the big hit. So, and the pitching was there. Defense, we didn't get a lot of action today, but the pitching do their job. We actually do their job too.
Okay, Oscar, congratulations on this win today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So first, just tell us, how special was it to be out there, have your first big league start here at Fenway?
It was really cool. I had a lot of people, a lot of family and friends in the stands. That was probably the best part. But yeah, it was awesome. Been dreaming about pitching here for a long time, so it was cool.
And then to go out there to have a solid performance. First, just how did you find settling in, especially after that second inning in which kind of the pitch count got up there a little bit?
Yeah, definitely didn't have my best stuff or execution today, honestly. But just got to work with what you have sometimes out there. So I felt like it went pretty well towards the end.
Is that your first time pitching here at like any level? Nothing at BC or like that?
Yeah, first time. Yep.
Did you just go see your family, and if so, what was their reaction?
They were just all fired up to be here and to see me, so it was really cool to see all them and get to take pictures on the field and all that. So yeah, really cool.
Ben was saying that just for the two of you to have this experience, of course, you're both growing up in Connecticut, dreaming about playing in the big leagues, playing here, just to share it with each other, the start, the save. Can you talk about that?
It was awesome. Yeah, I've been with Ben since we got drafted, so it was really cool. I think he was an actual Red Sox fan growing up, so it might have been a little cooler for him, but it was really cool to see him go out there and do his thing too.
How big was it just to kind of get out of that first inning unscathed, even with the pitch count kind of climbing there?
Yeah, I mean it was nice to not let them do any damage there. I think just in the future, getting ahead of guys early and not letting them get into that spot is going to be the focus. But yeah, it felt good.
What was Mark's message when he came out there?
Just the usual, you know, trying to calm me down a little bit. What do you want to go with here? That type of thing. So.
How often would you come to games here growing up?
Not very often. I've lived about 2 hours away, 2.5, so definitely went to more games in New York than here, but it was still cool.
Your first career save would happen to be here at Fenway, a ballpark you grew up coming to. How special was this just for you tonight?
It was pretty cool, you know, especially to do it behind Emmett. You know, we kind of talked about that, hopefully getting into the same game, so it was special and a great way to start the road trip.
What about for you personally? Just a confidence booster, things moving in the right direction?
For sure. You know, tough month, but you know, I appreciate the coaching staff putting me kind of right back into the fire like that. I felt good coming off the last couple of days too, so just to get that one under my belt felt great.
What are some of the things you've been looking to address after this month and just trying to get back to where you kind of were in April and May?
Yeah, I think a lot of it stems off of just some mechanical stuff. Obviously some game planning stuff, and at the end of the day, just executing a little bit better and, you know, just getting ahead of guys.
Were you surprised to get the call in the ninth?
No, I just think with how fluid our bullpen is and, you know, guys doing different roles, I think it could be anybody. So I wasn't too surprised, but it was special.
How was the dynamic change down there for all you guys with the comings and the goings?
I think just the expectation is to be ready when your name is called, and, you know, at this point, a lot of guys have done a lot of different things, so we're pretty much ready for, you know, anything.
Is it almost easier to put some of the struggles out of your mind when, like, you come in the ninth and you're just kind of focused on, like, trying to close out the game?
Yeah, for sure. I think, you know, whether it's I'm coming in the third inning, fourth, ninth, you got to kind of just treat everything the same way and prepare the same every day, and so I think it makes it a little bit easier.
So did you get the ball?
I did get the ball.
What are you going to do with it?
It's going to be framed somewhere, that's for sure. That's for sure.
A lot of people in the stands.
Yeah, I have a lot of family, friends, and again, too, I haven't seen them yet, so it'll be nice to kind of go out to see them.
Was this your first time pitching here?
Yeah, first time pitching here, yeah.
No high school tournaments?
I played here in high school a couple of times, but I don't even think I was a pitcher at that time, so I was playing the infield still.